Hey everybody, today we're on the corner of East Broadway and we are going to be doing a full walking tour of New York City's Chinatown. You can see the Manhattan Bridge all the way in the distance. We're going to be doing the full loop and let's get started. It's a beautiful day in Manhattan, the first sunny day in a while, and it is Easter weekend. Turn the camera around, you'll be able to see 56 Leonard in the distance. That is the Jenga building. And then you can see the spire of the World Trade Center just to the south of us through Lower Manhattan. Let's go down East Broadway first. You're gonna see a lot of restaurants, coffee shops, and also a lot of transportation places like bus stations and the like. I always love the architecture around this neighborhood too. Right as you go down East Broadway. Really windy in Manhattan today. Buddhist temple across the street. You'll see all these markets all around. People selling things on the street. It's a really cool environment. Very, very unique. #51 East Broadway Market. If you're living in Manhattan and you want to make a trip down to Chinatown, this is probably a great place to buy a lot of your fruit, produce, because it's going to be significantly less expensive than going to a Whole Foods or even one of your neighborhood grocery stores or markets. I mean, look at all these blueberries, 2 for $8. It's a really good price. Strawberries 3 for $6. Okay, we are approaching the Manhattan Bridge. The Manhattan Bridge has a really nice walking path and a biking path too. And you can see the train going over the bridge right now. That's one of the main differences. Brooklyn Bridge is not too far away from here, but there's no subway that goes over the Brooklyn Bridge. Here you have more street markets. The East Broadway Mall directly under the Manhattan Bridge. This is one of my favorite coffee shops in the entire city, just down here. I forget the name of it, but it's awesome. Let's see if we could check it out. It's almost like a speakeasy. They do serve like cocktails and alcohol, but that's all the way in the back. I forget the name, I'll post the name in the link in the description. So you're looking at the main entrance to the Manhattan Bridge all the way in the distance. I absolutely love the facades of these buildings here. Bright red brick, really nice fire escapes. It's one of the greatest things about New York City is just the diversity in architecture, right? You could be in Midtown Manhattan with all of these massive, super tall skyscrapers. Then you could be in a place like Chinatown, the Lower East Side, a lot of pre-war buildings, or you could be in Soho with these cast iron facades. Look at this one. This looks like all the original windows. I want to show you an interesting building right here. This massive one all the way in the distance, that is One Manhattan Square. This was developed by Extel, and Extel is the developer that really pioneered Billionaires Row, 157 and Central Park Tower. And you have this gorgeous shot of the Manhattan Bridge. All right, let's walk up and around, and we'll go back to the other side of the Manhattan Bridge, and we'll walk down Canal Street, which will take us to the west side of Chinatown. Building. This is all the way on the east side of Manhattan. And then as we turn to the left, you can see the spire of the World Trade Center. See more shops and markets lined up all along the Manhattan Bridge. This is some of the cheapest fruit and vegetables you'll probably ever get in the city. Beautiful Orthodox church here. Officially back on Canal Street. We're going to cross to the west side of the Manhattan Bridge. There it is again, the Jenga building, 56 Leonard. And if I turn the camera a little bit to the left, you'll also see a perfect unobstructed view of the Freedom Tower, or One World Trade, on the main on-ramp to the Manhattan Bridge. Wind gusts are like 20 miles an hour today. temples. Bowery. We're going to cross Bowery to the west side, and we're going to make a left. And we'll head down to Pell Street. So once you're on Canal Street, if you continue down all the way to the west side, that's going to take you to the Holland Tunnel, where you can go out to New Jersey. But on the right side of Canal Street, you run into Little Italy, and on the left side, bring you back to Chinatown. Right in here is Joe Shanghai. Probably one of the most famous Chinese restaurants. I think Joe Shanghai is all right, but there's a lot better places that you could eat. We'll point out a few of them as we continue the tour here. One of my favorite ones is on Mott Street. It's called 456. Really good spot. This is New York Noodle Town. This is also another Chinatown classic. Right off of Bayard Street. My favorite things about Chinatown is all these paper lanterns that are strung. It's really beautiful. Well, let's go down to Pell Street, which is my personal favorite. started the video, so to the left. Different shops, this is a haircutting place, beauty salon. This is 7 Pell Street. Pretty much every single spot down Pell is going to be some sort of a restaurant, a boba place. I mean, this is a really, really fun neighborhood to come. As you make this left, you'll be able to see these beautiful murals. Usually they close these streets down to the vehicles on the weekend. I'll point out this place called Joe's Ginger. This is one of the best spots in Chinatown, in my opinion, for soup dumplings. We'll head back up and we'll make this right, and we'll take that loop around.
I think you're complaining about me.
Such a unique place in Chinatown. This is completely closed down to vehicle traffic, pedestrians only, and it makes a really nice space for outdoor dining with all the restaurants here. Bayard Street Plaza. Let's walk back the other way. You'll be able to see some more of the shops, the coffee shops.
The thing with your phone. So like what happens is with this now, when you sign in, you put your EIN number right here. Then it'll send
This is a tea parlor. You have more of these paper lanterns here.
La última vez que lo vi, sí lo vi ahí en la guagua y digo, es bien peleado.
I like stop. Yeah.
It's the Hong Kong Cafe. Come here from time to time. This is a really good spot. Now we're going to take this all the way down to Mott Street. All of my favorite restaurants in Chinatown are on Mott. So we'll make a right on Mott Street and we'll take it all the way up to Canal. Many of the good restaurants down in Chinatown are cash only too. Just a forewarning. If you're planning a trip to Chinatown, I would highly advise at least bring a couple $100 in cash. I'll show you some of the menus. The prices are pretty affordable too. It's like $12 a plate.
Pero comida china.
I officially made the right on Mott Street. You have Gongcha to the right, great bubble tea place.
我们看到那个表那边看掉啊。
The Golden Shanghai restaurant right here on the corner of Mott. See all the paper lanterns hanging from the neighboring buildings. And you have the very famous Chinatown ice cream factory just off to the right. It's pretty busy.
Eugene ate my bacon. No, he did.
All right, restaurant number one coming up on the left. It's called Ming Wong.
Do you want to
Right here at 61 Mott Street. This place is very, very good. Probably my second favorite restaurant in Chinatown. 61 Mott Street, Ming Wong Restaurant. And then this is the number one restaurant in my opinion in Chinatown, 456 New Shanghai Restaurant at 69 Mott Street. And right behind me is a really good malatang place. So malatang is like a very spicy hot pot Chinese soup. Very unique place here. Essentially you grab a bowl and then you go over to the refrigerator and you can put whatever you want in the bowl and then they make it into a soup. So highly recommend this place. It's pretty expensive. But yeah, right across the street from 456 New Shanghai Restaurant is the Malatang restaurant, which is very good. back to Canal Street. You can take Mott Street all the way up where it will intersect Grand. This is one of the most famous bakeries in Chinatown, Taipan Bakery. And the street we're coming up on is Mulberry Street. If you cross to the right, that is going to be the very start of New York City's Little Italy. So right here is Little Italy, the very start.
Yeah, 450.
Mulberry Pharmacy. Love the architecture on these buildings. Beautiful fire escapes. There's just an endless amount of different shops. This looks like a dollar store here. I mean, there's just so many small businesses. It's just like almost overwhelming. I believe Chinatown, Little Italy area, probably some of the most small businesses I've seen. But if you zoom all the way in, check this out. You could see the 1 Vanderbilt building, 270 Park Avenue, and 432 Park, all the way in Midtown East. Since it's a clear day, you can see all 3 of those buildings unobstructed. This is a fish market to the right. we're gonna walk directly past the original Chinatown ice cream factory.
Mott Street. Mott Street.
You guys like dessert?
Yeah.
Okay. Like 2 more stops. 2 more stops. 2 more stops.
And
Yeah, and usually they don't like the box, they put a box in, so it's tasty.
All right, this is Elizabeth Street. '57 Bayard Meat Market. This place is really good. If you guys enjoyed that walking tour of New York City's Chinatown, feel free to leave a like on the video and subscribe for more New York City walking tours. See you all in the next one. Thanks so much.